Welcome back to Black News Tonight. We begin our tour across the black world with an ultimatum the United States government has issued against Somalia. Earlier in the week, the Somali government has announced February 25th as the new deadline for its parliamentary elections. That's a deadline, if missed, that can potentially bring about U.S. sanctions, according to the State Department's Africa Bureau. Since last February, President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed's term has been up. But he first extended the term by 2 more years and later suspended the country's Prime Minister, Mohamed Hussein Roble, amidst international criticism. A date for new elections has been set, but it was never held since then. On top of the ongoing feud between the president and the prime minister, Somalia has also been battling a drought, the worst one in the last 40 years, and it's threatening at least a quarter of the population with severe famine conditions. Over in West Africa, a growing list of international powers are dismissing Mali's 5-year transition proposal following coups in the West African nation in 2020 and 2021. The United States, France, and Algeria joined the Economic Community of West African States, better known as ECOWAS, as they attempt to apply mounting pressure on the ruling junta over delayed elections. ECOWAS recently agreed to shutter borders and impose a trade embargo on Mali's interim government if elections are not held on February 27th, as previously promised. Colonel Assimi Goïta, the junta leader, seized control of Mali after carrying out his second coup d'etat in a 9-month span last year, while also ousting then Mali President Ba Ndao and Prime Minister Mokhtar Ouane. Meanwhile, Francophone West Africa's Regional Aviation Authority has accused a French military plane of breaching Mali's airspace and violating sanctions imposed by ECOWAS against Mali after the plane recently flew into Mali from Côte d'Ivoire. Colonel Abdoulaye Maïga, the government spokesman for Mali, condemned the French military's actions while calling the flight earlier this week a, quote, clear breach. He also threatened consequences if such actions are repeated. Now we move southeast from Mali to Nigeria, where the 7-month-long ban on Twitter comes to an end. We reported back in June that after deleting a tweet by President Muhammadu Buhari, Nigeria had suspended the social media platform across the country. Since then, the Nigerian government has demanded from Twitter that it register in Nigeria, appoint a designated country representative, comply with tax obligations of the country, and act with a respectful acknowledgement of Nigerian laws. Even though Twitter hasn't made any public announcement regarding these demands, the company has tweeted that it was, quote, pleased to be restored in the country and was deeply committed to Nigeria. However, according to the BBC, Twitter has indeed largely agreed to the government demands. Staying in West Africa now, a news story from Ghana that'll definitely excite sports fans, as the land of gold is looking into building its own league of American football. A delegation from the Ghana American Football Federation visited on Tuesday. The Western Regional Minister, Kwabena Okiere Darko-Mensah, the minister has endorsed the efforts of the federation to build a league in the region, as he highlighted its positive influence on the health of the country's youth, as well as its immense potential to attract national and international investment. He also urged the federation to come up with a strategy in order to expand the game to the whole country, as opposed to keeping it only within the Western region. We wish the federation the absolute best of luck.